Welcome to Lafka Aerospace. I am Tom Jones and I've been at the company for 10 years. We're going to make this jig for an aerospace exhaust system today. So we'll get started in just a minute. We want to make sure that we don't have any jewelry on. So I'm going to ask you to remove your watch. And if you would, we need you to put your hair back for safety reasons. We wouldn't want you to get caught up in any of the machine. This is the part that we'll be making today. This is our raw material, which is aluminum that we'll be making the part out of. So we're going to install this, the raw material, and we're going to back it against that chuck, okay, as a stop or a reference position. Make sure to keep your fingers clear because when we depress this pedal, it's going to close on this aluminum, okay? Right now we're just going to run one part. The program's already in there, but you're going to be expected to run 10 an hour. So all you're going to be expected to do is just load this part, unload this part. Now these parts are very expensive, very tight tolerances are on this part, so the dimensions have to be exact. They're going to NASA. So what we're going to do is come over here. You're going to hit the go button, make sure the door is closed. It's going to run the operation and then we'll be finished. Are there any questions?
Are there any working instructions for this?
There are some work instructions and I can give them to you later. Yeah, it's going to take several roughing passes, so it's going to do the face first. 2 roughing passes on the face and then it'll take several on the OD. Now you should always be ready to stop this thing in case something happens, so just be aware that that red button is going to stop the operation. And then you have the emergency stop also.
Any other safety concerns?
Yes, the door has to be closed in order for the part to perform. We can only do setups on the part when the door is open. The program running, the door has to remain closed. Sometimes the machine can malfunction. That's called a crash. So we were going to have to call maintenance in to come in and repair the machine. Orange light flashing means that the program has completed and the part's ready to be removed. The red light means that we just had a crash.
Will that part be hot?
Very hot. Now we've finished our process, now we need to inspect it to make sure that we're correct on our dimensions, which are specified on the print.
Do we need to wear safety glasses?
No, they're not required in here. So we'll use our dial calipers and we'll measure the diameters that are specified on the print. And we're supposed to be 2.250, as you can see. Our next diameter is 1.750, we're good there. The next one is 1.250, we're good there. And then our final diameter is going to be 0.75 and we're also good there.
What kind of tolerance do we have?
We have plus or minus 3 because each of those are 3 place decimals. So down here on our unspecified tolerances, we're plus or minus 3. So if you notice, we were within 3 thousandths on all of our dimensions. Now we'll measure the angle and the radius with the optical comparator. So this thing's fairly simple to use. As you can see, it's portraying up here on the screen. And we can focus with this knob. So what we're wanting to focus in on is the actual radius up there. So once we have the focus on, I'm just going to tell it to do the auto detection. So we'll turn it on here. And then we want to check that radius, so I'll just do a circle command. And we'll just come over and start checking that radius. So you notice it's clicking each time. And so our reading that it's giving us is 0.395, almost 0.396. And so our radius on here is 0.2. So we're within the specs of our radius. Now we're going to go up and check the angle. We're going to turn our auto detection, auto edge back on, and we're going to do our angle. So there's our first side done. And then we'll go up to our next angle and done.
So do we do all of the quality checks here?
As the machinist on the machine, you're required to check 1 in every 10 parts. But after you've produced all of your production, those parts do go to the quality inspection department, and they'll do all the checks on it.
What are the steps you take if the part's out of tolerance?
You'll need to get your lead guy to come over and make some editing on the program of the machine, because it could be that a tool has become worn, a tool has become broken, so that'll need to be checked. Also, we have a checklist that goes along with this part. We refer to it as PICS, Part Inspection Check Sheet.
Do we have a copy of that?
Yes, that'll be included in your work instructions. Now that this part has passed all inspection, we can take it to shipping to be sent to the customer.